Hello, hello, everyone. I'm sorry, I was just talking away and my mic was muted, but happy Monday, everybody. Welcome to Bougie Girl Cyber Happy Hour. My name is Miranda, and I'm super excited to be here with you on this Motivational Monday. We're going to talk about something amazing. We're going to talk about determination because you know what? This time of year, there's so many things going on in our lives. There's so many things that we have happening in our lives, and we have to stay determined. We can't stop, won't quit, don't give up, you guys. And so I am here to encourage you on this Motivation on Monday to give you some steps and some tools on not to give up. Don't quit. Hold on to your dreams, hold on to your promises, hold on to the things that God has given you. Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much. Tag someone. Say hello to me as you come into the room. I am live on tonight. I haven't seen you all in a while. Hey, Bougie Squad, I'm super excited to be here. You know, I'm just super thankful to that God has given me this opportunity, this platform to just be able to come before you all on tonight. So I'm just super grateful, super thankful, and we're going to talk about being determined. So before we get started on tonight, say hello to me as you come into the room. Hello, Jimmy. I hope you had a blessed Thanksgiving. I did. I hope you did as well. Like I was talking earlier, my Thanksgiving was a blessing. It was quiet. It was fun. It was a lot of laughter and a lot of love. I learned how to make eggplant. Never made it before. Learned how to make some rice dressing. So just super excited. Learn how to make some Southern New Orleans cuisine, and just super thankful for the opportunity to be around loved ones. And so I hope you all had a blessed Thanksgiving. I know I did. So hello, everybody. Welcome. Share this out. We're going to talk about determination on tonight. But before we get started, I just want to share some things with you guys. You know, this is Cyber Monday. Cyber Monday is always like a time where people are doing a lot of shopping for the holidays. So if you have not gotten your bougie gear, as you can see, I have on one of the t-shirts on tonight. I am bougie. As you can see, it has all the words written on it, and it is on our Teespring store. So we are having a cyber pre-birthday sale because guess what, y'all? My birthday month is starting next month. So December is my birthday month. I'm a December girl, and you know I celebrate my birthday all month. So it's my birthday, y'all. So I'm gonna put the link in the chat. So go to our Teespring store and buy you some bougie gear. Buy your wife, your girlfriend, your sister, your daughter, your neighbor, whoever you think is a bougie girl. Buy her some bougie gear on tonight. You know, we're having a 20% off sale. It's a pre-birthday cyber sale because my birthday is in December. And so I just want to give you all a little discount for my birthday, celebrating my birthday. So y'all go to our Teespring store and go buy you something. So I hope you all were able to see the link that's in the chat and click on it. It takes you straight to the Teespring store. And I also want to give you all some more information on Friday. This Friday, we're having a Queens panel. I am super excited. To have the Queens panel this Friday. I have some amazing women on here. Hey, Sir Patrick, thank you for watching. If you're still on, thank you. Share this out. Share this with your like I said, your wives, your girlfriends, whoever may be on. Listen to it yourself because I'm going to talk about determination on tonight. And I'm having a Queens panel this Friday, and I have three amazing women that are going to be with me. I have Andrea Smoke. She is the friendship coach. I'm having Kimberly Spruill, an amazing woman of God. She talks about domestic violence. She has her own ministry, her own platform, and you guys are going to learn all about that. Tiffany Francois. I've had all of these beautiful women on my platform already, on this platform, and they have blessed us with their stories and talked about everything that they have going on. And so I want you to join us on Friday because we're going to get down and dirty. We're going to talk about some girlfriend stuff. We're going to talk about being queens. We're going to talk about being women. We're going to talk about how to support one another as women, you know, how to be there for one another. So again, thank you all so much for joining me on tonight. Say hello as you come into the room. So let's get started on tonight. We're going to talk about determination. You know what? Like I said before, you know, during this time of year, there's so much going on. People are depressed. People are experiencing a lot of anxiety, going through so many different things. The numbers of COVID cases are going up. I mean, and then this year has just been a tumultuous year. This year has been unexpected. This year has been a year that none of us could have imagined, right? Because so many things have happened that we were like, oh my goodness, what's really happening? What's really going on? And it just kind of rocked our worlds, right? And so, but we have to stay determined. I know everybody's super excited about 2021, like, oh my goodness, when is 2021 getting here? But you know what? Let's make the most of 2020, what we have left here in 2020. You know what? 2020 may not have been what we thought it was going to be, but let's be determined. Let's end 2020 with a bang, and let's just run into 2021 with determination, with willpower, with desire to do more things. Determination is when a determined person is one who is resolved. You have your mind made up, your mind is fixed. It has been on achieving or accomplishing a particular goal or task without wavering. So when you're determined, you're like, you know what, won't stop, won't quit. I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to go back. I'm not going to waver. I'm determined to get this done. But you know what? A lot of us have given up on our dreams. A lot of us have given up on our goals and our desires. And because it's taken so long, or because 2020 hit us in the face, we're like, we kind of gave up, like, maybe I won't be able to go back to school because I lost my job. Maybe I won't be able to start that business because things are not the way I thought they were going to be. But don't give up on those things. Don't quit. Be determined. Have your mind fixed and say, you know what, even though 2020 is here, even though things have happened that I didn't expect, God is still in control, you all. God can still do it. So keep your mind fixed on what you were dreaming about. A determined person is full of faith. They're optimistic, believing that God will turn around every situation for the good. So we can't lose hope now. We can't lose faith now. We can't lose that zeal and that excitement, that spark and that fire. No matter what has happened, you may have just lost a job. You may have lost a loved one. You may be sick. You may be struggling. You may be going through some type of depression or whatever it is. But no matter what is happening right now, you have to be deliberate. You have to be determined, and you have to be resilient in realizing your goals. Don't stop, don't quit. I'm going to say this all night. So when you're listening to this, if you're taking notes tonight on this Motivational Monday, I always ask you guys to take notes on Motivational Monday because I give some great nuggets. I think they're great. So I'm going to give you some pointers and some tips on staying focused, staying determined, keeping your eyes on what God has given you, because you know what? I can admit that it's hard to stay determined, you guys. It's not easy to be determined because I waited. It's been almost 10 years since I prayed for something, and it still has not come to pass. And I had to just, put my big girl pants on and say, you know what? I'm going to still keep trusting God. I'm going to still keep believing God. I'm still going to know that God is in control. And if he said it's going to happen, it's going to happen. And how do I stay focused with that determination? How do I keep hold of that determination? I'm going to give you all some characteristics of being determined. Again, tonight we are talking about determination. I want you all to don't stop, don't quit in the end of 2020. We have one more month left in this year. And so I don't want you to give up. And before I go on any further, I want you all to know, go to our Teespring store. I put the link in the chat. We're having a Cyber pre-birthday sale because my birthday is in December, you guys. And so go and check some things out. Everything is 20% off. Use the code, I think it's 2020 Bougie. Use the code at checkout to get 20% off. 2020 Bougie is the code. Also on Friday, join me for a panel of three amazing women, Bougie Squad girls on here, Bougie Squad, Bougie Goals. They have been on the platform before, so come back and watch this. It's gonna be amazing. So let me give you some characteristics of being determined. So again, when you're determined, you're deliberate and intentional towards reaching your goals and not giving up. If God said it, believe it, it will happen. You have to have a type of inner strength. Yes, God is strengthening us, but we have to do our part as well. We have to hold on to some inner strength. We can't sit here and think God is going to do everything for us. We have to show some some courage. We have to, do it afraid, even though, and that's where the courage comes in. It's not about doing everything in your own strength, but you know what, saying, I'm afraid. Lord, meet me where I come to the end of myself and help me to get through this. We have to be patient when we are being determined. We have to be consistent. You can't just do it one time and give up, because the most successful people in this world have failed 5 or 6 times. They have failed so many times. They have failed over and over and over again, and they keep getting back up. And so that's where the success and the determination comes in, is when you say, you know what, it didn't work that time, but I'm gonna try it again. It didn't work over here, I'm going to try it again. I'm going to keep going. I'm not going to give up, and I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to quit. You have to have some integrity about it. You can't do things haphazardly. You can't do things sneaky and having the wrong motives, the bad attitude. You can't be a shiesty about it. You know what I'm saying? So you can't be like, oh, well, I'm going to cut corners over here. I'm gonna doctor up the paperwork over here. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. No, you have to be a person of integrity. You have to have faith that God is going to do it no matter what it's looking like right now. Walking in love, you have to be a person that loves others, love yourself, because you have to love yourself enough to say, you know what, I got this. I can do this with God. I can do anything. And you have to just continue to press forward. We can't give up. This is not the time to give up. And there are some things that hinder our determination as well. Procrastination. If you are a procrastinator, it's going to be hard to get things done. It's going to be hard to, accomplish the goals, because you keep putting it off. You can't keep putting it off. They always say there's never a right time, right? There's never a good time. There's never a time that's going to be a perfect time. You just have to step out and do it. So I recommend and I suggest and I encourage you on tonight to just step out and do it. Don't worry about what everybody else has to say. Just step out and do it. Be encouraged, do it, and know that God is going to be with you. If this is what he's giving you to do, just know that it's going to work out for you. Just know that it's going, and you can't be envious of other people. When you have jealousy and envy in your heart, those types of things hinder and stop us from doing the things that God has called us to do. We can't have envy in our heart. We can't have any jealousy. We can't start comparing ourselves to other people like, oh, well, I want to do it like her. Well, why can't I do it like this person? Why can't I be like them? It's not about them. It's about you. It's about what God has given you. So focus on you. Focus on what God has shown you. Focus on the things that God has given you in order to get those things accomplished in this season of your life. Do not give up. Like I said, I'm going to say that all night long. Don't stop. Don't quit. Don't give up. Stop criticizing yourself. Stop being so hard on yourself. People have told me that in the past. Stop being so hard on yourself, and I'm suggesting that to you as well. Don't be so hard on yourself, and don't be so quick to criticize others just because they may not be doing it like you. What, a lot of times we're like, you know what? They're doing it wrong, or you always got something negative to say. Stop worrying about everybody else. Focus on you. Focus on what you got going on. Don't worry about everybody else, because everybody else, this is not about everybody else. You have the answer for what God has given you. So God's going to ask you, what did you do with that gift that I've given you? What did you do with that platform that I've given you? What are you doing with that business that I blessed you with? What are you doing? Are you a good steward of that? So you have to be responsible for what God is doing in your life and not worry about everybody else. Welcome you all. Thank you so much for coming in the room. If you're just saying hello, say hello to me. I'm talking about determination on tonight. I'm giving you some characteristics on what is hindering your determination. Prayerlessness, when you're not being prayerful about it. You have to pray in order to get the wisdom, the direction, the roadmap, a blueprint of how you should go about it. When you're being impatient and you're just like, okay, it's not happening fast enough, so I'm going to do it in my own abilities, my own strength. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to do it because God is taking too long. When you have an unhealthy competition, there's nothing wrong with competition, right? There's nothing wrong with competing with yourself. I think someone told me the other day about your greatest competition should be yourself. Don't worry about everybody else. Yes, healthy competition is good, right? It gets that adrenaline going. It gets those those dopamine, I believe it's called. It gets all of that stuff going, right? And so it gets you excited about what you have coming up in your life, but you can't be so competitive that you're being a backstabber, that you're being disrespectful, you're being the crab in the barrel, right? Like you're willing to destroy someone else to get what you want. That's not what it's about. God, what God has for you is for you. God has a lane for all of us. God has a platform for all of us. Thank you so much, Tiffany. I appreciate you. I'm looking forward to seeing you this Friday for the Queens panel. Super excited. So you all share this out. Invite some people in the room. I appreciate you all being with me on tonight. So again, we have to be determined to finish what God has given us. We can't sit here and blame anybody else. We can't sit here and compare ourselves to anyone else. Yes, there might be other people. There's always going to be somebody who may have different skills than you, right? They might can do it a little bit better than you. But you are an expert at something. You are in your lane for a reason. Just like I'm not the best. Let's say I don't know how to sew, right? I don't know how to braid hair, but I have a cousin who knows how to braid hair. Rochelle, thank you so much for coming in the room, invite and share. My cousin knows how to braid. She used to braid my hair. I don't know how to do hair that good, but she can. But I know how to bake. I know how to, there's some things that I know how to do. I'm a counselor. I know how to encourage. I know how to uplift people. So there is a healthy competition, but don't be so competitive where it's unhealthy. Where you're just doing things that are unethical, you're doing things that are not appropriate, you're doing things that are not pleasing to God. Let's talk about some people in the Bible who have some determination, right? So there are some women in the Bible that I want to talk about on tonight who were determined to get it done. And we need to look at them as examples of women getting it done. So let's talk about Ruth. Ruth was determined to live her best life. She wasn't going to sit there and say, you know what, I'm not going to follow. I'm just going to wallow in my sorrow. I'm going to wallow in my pity. I lost my husband. I lost my father-in-law. Everybody is gone. My brother-in-law. So I'm just going to wallow in my sorrow. No, she said, you know what, Naomi, where are you going? I want to go with you. I'm going to rebuild my life. I'm going to live my best life. I'm willing to do whatever it takes for us to live a healthy life, to live the life that God has promised us, God has promised you. And so whatever I need to do, I will do. And she just put herself out there, in a way that was a woman of integrity. Again, she didn't lose her morals or her values. She was a woman of integrity, and she got out there and she did what she had to do. And she was like, Rochelle said I can make some Thanksgiving dressing. Yes, ma'am, I can. I'm going to go ahead and pat myself on the back for that one. Yes, ma'am, I can make some Thanksgiving dressing. So I appreciate you, Rochelle. But I like to cook, y'all. I was talking about earlier things that I know how to do. So cooking and baking is one of my things. But let's talk about Ruth. She was good at something. She was good at following directions. She was gleaning. She was doing those things that she needed to do to be determined and to get done what needed to get done, right? Let's talk about Esther. She was willing to put her life on the line for her people. If you read Esther 4:16, she was willing to do whatever she had to do for her people. She was determined. She wasn't going to give up, even though it looked difficult. It looked like, I don't know if this is going to work. I'm going to be patient. I'm going to wait on God because I know what God has promised me. So she was determined. Deborah in Judges was determined. Oh my goodness. Let's talk about the Shulamite woman. Oh my goodness. She was determined, right? She was like, I'm not going to give up. I'm believing God. I'm believing God for a baby. I'm believing God for this. I'm believing God that if he promised me this baby, don't promise me nothing that you're not going to let me have, Lord. And when some adverse situations came about, she was like, I'm still not going to give up. I'm not going to speak death into my situation. I'm going to trust that if God promises to me, it's going to work out. So we have to be like the Shulamite woman. Even when the situation looks dead, you're not speaking death, right? You're not speaking negativity. You're not speaking destruction. You're not just speaking deterioration. Just like now, we can say, oh, well, my dreams of going back to school are gone. My dreams of having another baby are gone. My dreams of expanding my career or starting that business are gone. No, don't speak those things. Speak those things as though they were. Speak what you want to see. Declare what you want to see in your life. And I don't want to get ahead of myself because that's one of the steps I want to talk about later. But let's be determined like the Shulamite woman. She was like, you know what? If you gonna give it to me, give it to me. If you want me to have it, let me have it. And if something goes awry, I'm gonna go back to you and be like, look, you said this was mine. So how you gonna fix it? Because something had just happened. She didn't speak death over her child. She didn't say he was dead, but she went and did what she had to do in order to make sure that it came back around. So you know what? We have to be determined. You know, if God promised you something 10 years ago, like I mentioned in the beginning, God promised me something, right? And I have to be determined to say, Lord, you said that you were going to do this. You said that you would give me double for my trouble, beauty for ashes and joy for mourning. You said that you wanted me to start this business. You said we have to make sure that we're listening. We have to make sure that we're connected. We have to make sure that we hear from God, just like we have these friends that we're connected to. Sometimes you're so connected to a person that you can feel them in the spirit, right? You know when there's something's going on with them. You know when something is hurting them. You know when they're sad. Even if you're not even in the same city, it comes up in your spirit and you're like, let me call my friend and check on them. You know, you have to be that connected to God where you can feel the movements. You can feel him saying, go, stop, rest, don't do anything. Even in the silence, you don't want to you know what to do in the silence. You don't want to make a move without God. You don't want to make changes without God. You don't want to do anything without him. So being determined means waiting well, means making sure that you're not doing anything without God. So let's be determined like these amazing women in the Bible. We talked about Deborah and Ruth and Esther, the Shulamite woman. What about the woman, oh my goodness, with the issue of blood, right? The woman who had this issue going on in her body for so many years, y'all. You know what? Not to be too graphic or honest, but you know, when I go through my few days, I'm like, you know, sometimes we be going through it, right? But this woman experienced this for 12 years straight. Just imagine going through that. But she was determined. She was like, you know what? Won't stop, won't quit, won't give up. I'm going to touch the hem of his garment. I'm going to make sure he remembers me. I'm going to make sure that he remembers that this is what I need to be doing. This is what has to happen. I have to touch God. I have to get in his face. I have to remind him and say, Lord, you said you would heal me. You are the master physician. You are the healer. We have to be determined like this woman with the issue of blood. We have to be determined like I love this woman right here, the persistent widow, when she kept going to the judge and just kept asking over and over. And he didn't even believe. He was like, you know what, you get on my nerves, but because you're so determined, I'm going to go ahead and do this thing for you. I'm going to go ahead and make it happen for you. And we have to be that way in God's face, you guys. We have to be like, you know what, Lord, I'm going to be in your face about this. I'm not going to let it go. I'm not going to stop because you said, and so I'm going to be in your face, Lord. I'm going to come with it. I'm not going to stop praying. I'm not going to stop seeking you. I'm not going to stop knocking. I'm not going to stop believing. I have to keep believing because God told me, even if it was 5 years ago, last month, last year, the beginning of 2020, when God said, you know, when everybody was talking about double vision, double for your trouble, you know what, this has been double for some people. Some people have started businesses. Some people have had some amazing and some great things happen in their lives. This has been a season of double, but you have to believe that, you know what, God is still in control. God can still do what he promised. This year is not over, you guys. We have one more month left in this year. Are you going to be determined to continue to believe God, or are you going to just give up because, you know, of what we've been seeing in this world? We can't give up. We can't stop believing. We can't stop trusting God. We have to be determined like these women in the Bible, like the woman with the issue of blood, like the Shulamite woman, like Ruth, like Esther. We have to keep believing and trusting God because you know what? Won't stop, won't quit. I will not. We have to be rooted in the word of God. We have to go the extra mile, whatever it takes. We have to make sacrifices. We have to ask God for supernatural assistance, for divine help. We have to partner with people. Sometimes you can't do it alone because you've been toiling. You've been doing all of these things for so many years. It's just like, what is happening right now? You have to keep going. Sometimes we have to just encourage ourselves in the Lord, build up ourselves on our most holy faith. We have to continue to step in faith, step up, step out, step in, whatever you have to do. Keep moving, keep going, improve yourself, upgrade yourself, whatever you have to do. If you want that promotion and you think it's not going to happen, continue to study, continue to take the classes, continue to do the things that you need to do in order to get to that next place. Just because you didn't get the promotion this time doesn't mean you won't get it the next time. Keep trying, keep applying, because God is going to open a door for you. He may have something even better. That's why maybe that particular door is not closing. Use this time to discover your gifts, discover your strengths. What are they? Have you even thought about that? Connect with a mentor, connect with somebody that's willing to teach you. I know this is that season, of go get it, girl, go get it. I'm gonna go do this, I'm gonna go do that. But find somebody who's willing to teach you, to help you, to support you, because a lot of times it's so unfortunate so many times that we reach out to people and they don't want to help us, right? They don't want to tell us anything. They don't want to give up their secrets, right? Because it's like, oh, I don't want her to move past me. I don't want her to get past me. But be prayerful about that. Ask God, connect me with the women that you want me to be with. Connect me with the people that you want me to be with. Connect me with those women that are willing to share. No, no, you don't want to copy them. No, you don't want to be their copycat or their or do the same exact thing they're doing. But you know what? Sometimes people can help us so we won't have to do the same, reinvent the wheel. That's what I'm trying to say. We won't have to reinvent the wheel. You know what? Some people are kind enough and willing to help us in our time of need. Be prayerful and ask God to lead that person to you, guide that person to you, that person will find you, seek you out, or just, you might just run across that person. There's no coincidences in God, right? There's no accidents in God. So we have to be prayerful. If we're going to stay determined, if we're going to stay mindful, if we're going to stay in sync with what God has for us, we can't stop, won't quit, don't give up, you guys. And also have a teachable spirit. Be willing to be teachable. Be willing to be to learn and to glean from that person. A lot of times, you get into a place where you are so prideful and you're like, she can't teach me nothing. I know more than her. You know what? In some areas, you may know more than that person. You may have a master's and they may have an associate's or a high school diploma. That does not mean that that person can't teach you. That does not mean that that person cannot assist you or help you or direct your path or connect you with the right people, right? So we have to be teachable. We have to be determined. We have to be willing to step out on faith and trust God. I hope you all are enjoying this as much as I'm giving it to you, because I'm really super excited for the opportunity to be able to support and help and walk alongside of those who are in need. And I'm super excited for 2021 because I will be releasing some new things coming up in 2021 for this Bougie Girl Cyber Happy Hour platform. I'm super grateful to God for this opportunity. I'm going to be releasing some new things where I could be a little bit more of assistance and some help to you all. So I hope that you all are enjoying this platform. Thank you so much for following and liking and commenting. Make sure that you're putting your comments in the chat. And also, if there's some things that you would like for me to discuss, if there's some things that you need assistance with, please feel free to inbox me, to reach out to me. Some of you all know me personally. Text me or call me or just say, hey, Miranda, let's talk about this. Why don't you talk about this? I'm super excited again, if you're just now joining me, that I'm going to have a Queens panel coming up. Hey, Patricia, thank you so much for joining. Haven't seen you in a while. Love you all. Love you guys. Thank you so much. Share this out. I'm talking about determination on tonight. I'm talking about being determined to don't stop, don't quit, don't give up. Don't give up what you're doing in your life. Don't give up, on what God has for you. Don't give up the fight. Don't give up on your dreams, your goals, and your desires. Don't give up on that job that you want. Don't give up on that dream that of purchasing a home. Get your credit in order. Get your body together, right? Don't give up. sometimes we talk about the COVID-15, we didn't gain a few pounds, but you know what? You can still lose that weight. You can still have some self-discipline, some self-control. You can still accomplish those dreams. You can still take those classes. Don't give up. What have you given up on, you guys, in 2020? Are there some things that you said, you know what? It was right there at the tip of my tongue. It was right there in my grasp. But because of 2020, it's gone. Because of 2020, I wasn't able to do it. You know what? What was that thing? What was it? Grab a hold of it. Grab a hold tight to it. Thank you all so much. Love you, sis. I miss you, Nikki. Thank you so much for joining. You all share this out. We're talking about determination in 2020. You know what? Yes, this has been a tumultuous year, but guess what? God is still in control. He has the final say. He is not impotent. He is not absolved of resources. He is the owner of it all, you guys, and he can turn your situation around in a matter of minutes. Things may look bleak. They may look discouraging, but guess what? God can turn it around for you if you don't give up, because you have to do your part, right? We can't just, oh, God is just going to drop it in my lap. You have to do your part. But I want you to join me this Friday for the Queens panel. I have 3 amazing, beautiful women that I have had on this platform before. We're going to talk about girl stuff. We're going to talk about queens. We're going to talk about being valuable and precious and lovely and wonderful. We are queens, y'all. We bougie. We queens. We got it together, y'all. We all that. And we're going to talk about it. We're going to get it together on tonight. We're going to get it together on this Friday. So this Friday, if you don't normally watch, please tune in Friday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time and watch us talk about being queens, right? We're going to talk about dating and relationships, marriages, because 2 of the women on here are married. So we're going to talk about marriages and dating. We're going to talk about finances and supporting one another, being women that love each other, being women that support each other, being women that can uplift each other. All women don't hate each other, right? We're not all catty and spiteful and rude and mean. How can we be friends? How can we develop healthy relationships? That's what I'm going to be talking about on Friday. So join me Friday for the Queens panel. Again, if there's some things that you all want me to talk about, inbox me. Let me know, like, hey, Miranda, talk about this. Let's have a conversation about this. I need help in this area because, again, in 2021, I'm going to be releasing some new opportunities, some new services that I'm going to be providing through this platform. So I really want to be a blessing because that's what this platform is about. This platform was built on my purpose was built out of my pain, you guys. So out of pain, God has given me a platform to be able to provide uplifting and encouragement because I've been through some heartache and pain throughout my life. But to God be the glory. I'm still standing. I'm determined. I'm still here. I'm not going to stop, not going to quit. I am here for the long haul, and to God be the glory. So thank you all so much for joining me on tonight as I talk about determination, because we're not going to stop, y'all. We're not going to quit. We're not going to give up, y'all. We're going to get it done. So how do you start, right? You start with a decision. Make a decision to say, you know what? I remember what God promised me. I remember that dream that I had. I remember I wanted to start that business. I remember I wanted to do that. So make a decision to say, you know what? I'm going to get it done. I'm going to do this. I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to stop. Develop a holy ambition. Have this holy indignation, right? Like have this attitude about it. Like, I'm going to get this done. I'm going to achieve this goal no matter what it takes. I mean, I've heard women go back to school in their 70s and get master's degrees, get doctorates. Why not you? Why can't you do it? You 30 years old, you 25. Why are you giving up now? Don't give up now. Why? You know what? Let's go. Don't worry about everything else. God will make a way. If you step out on faith, God will meet you there. So let's trust him on today, right? Let's take a step of faith. Take the time to do what you need to do. Determination is required for women to give diligent service in what God has given us to do on this earth, you guys. So I am going to provide you with some steps. So if you're taking notes, if you're writing this down, I want to just give you some steps on how to be determined, because I don't want y'all to give up. I want you to know that you got it going on. Don't get distracted. You know, it's so easy to get distracted, right? Okay, so I don't know if I have adult ADHD or what, but I get easily distracted. I'm like watching something. I'm like, working. I work from home. So it's easy for Miranda to get distracted. If it's not, even if I'm watching a movie, I can get easily distracted. But don't let people, situations, lack of situations, or whatever distract you from what you have going on. Don't let the negative talk distract you from what's going on. Don't let the negative words, the lack of progression distract you from what's going on. So right now, who is this? Crink Crink. We're talking about determination. I'm not a Bible scholar. I'm not a pastor. I'm a woman of God. So I don't, if you want to ask a difficult Bible question, you could probably ask your pastor. But right now we're talking about determination. The first step to being determined is don't get distracted. Don't get distracted by the things, that are causing you grief, causing you heartache. We're going to have some stumbling blocks, right? We're going to have some issues. We're going to have some things that come up for us, right? We're going to have those things, but we can't let that just distract us, right? We can't let that notice distract us. We can't let that phone call distract us. We can't let those people, their negativity, their lack of support distract us from the goal that we have to accomplish in our lives, because God has something for us. And if we let other people distract us, that's on us. That's your bad. Because God's going to be like, well, I told you what to do. I told you this is what it is. And you're being distracted. We have to take a minute and stop and say, you know what? I'm getting off task. I'm out of my lane. I'm all over the place. I'm out of my square, right? I need to get back in my square. I need to get back on point. I need to get back on track, and I need to get focused. I need to let go of the distractions and say, you know what? I'm not going to answer that phone call right now. I'm not going to talk to this person today. I'm not going to involve myself in that conversation, in that drama, in that mess. I'm going to make a decision. I'm not going to stop no matter what. It doesn't matter what everybody else got going on. I'm not going to be distracted by their success. Sometimes we can see somebody else level up and get distracted. We can get discouraged. We can be like, you know what, Lord, why that ain't happening for me? Oh my goodness, why are you blessing them, but you're not blessing me? God, your turn is coming. You have to be patient. Again, that was one of the characteristics I talked about earlier. You have to be patient. If you're not patient, you know what? A lot of things are not going to happen for you, right? Because impatience is not a good characteristic to have when you're waiting on God. You can't be impatient. You have to have patience when you're waiting for God to move. Sometimes God will move in an instant. He will move overnight. And then there's some times that it may take some years. Why does it take that long? Maybe there's some things in you that God needs to still work out in you. Maybe there's some character flaws that you got going on. Maybe there's some sin in your life. Maybe there's some people in your life, right, that you need to move out of the way because they're holding up your blessings. They're holding up, and you know who these people are. We don't have to name their names. We don't have to call them out. You know who they are. You know who you need to get rid of. You know who you need to let go of and walk away from. You know who's hindering you from your purpose. You know who's getting you distracted and getting you caught up in their drama. So excuse me, I'm talking too fast. It's taking away from what you need to do. Who are those people? Think about it. I'm gonna give you a second. One. No, but who are those people, right? Who are the people that are taking you away from your purpose, your calling, your mission, your mandate, getting you out of your square, getting you out of off track, taking you out of your lane, saying, girl, you'd be better over here. Girl, you'd be better doing that. How do they know? Unless they're like a spiritual guide or a spiritual person, like a pastor or a teacher or somebody that you really trust. But don't let people have you all over the place. They have you doing everything but what you're supposed to be doing. Don't let people do that to you. Don't let them do it. So number one, don't get distracted. Don't get distracted. Get real. Are your goals realistic? Or what you're trying to attain realistic? Oh, I'm gonna lose 50 pounds by December. By, you know what? Because I'm gonna get in that New Year's Eve dress and I'm gonna be fly and I'm gonna be snatched and I'm gonna lose 50 pounds. Be realistic. And y'all know what I'm saying. Be realistic. Are your goals attainable? Are you going to be able to finish that degree in a year? Are you going to be able to lose that weight in that short amount of time? Are you ready to eat healthy? Are you ready to let go of those sweets? Y'all, I love sweets. That's been a struggle for me because I like to bake and I like to eat what I bake. So that's a problem. Y'all pray for me. But anyway, be real with your goals, your desires, your dreams. You know what? Nothing's too hard for God, but also you have to be determined. Are you willing to put in the work? Are you willing to do what it takes? Have a healthy perspective and make the necessary adjustments that you need to make. Are you mad? You mad? You know how they say, y'all know how the kids do. Y'all mad? You mad? Yeah, I'm mad. Get mad enough to say, I'm going to do what I need to do. Is that person making you mad? Yeah, be mad enough to say, I'm going to level up. I'm going to do what I need to do. Oh, that made me mad. Oh, that situation upset me. Oh, me being not being able to wear my clothes from last year, I'm mad about that. I'm going to lose a weight. I'm mad that I can't get that promotion. I'm mad that she got it before me. I'm mad that this happened to me. Or is your mouth causing you to lose out on a relationship? Be mad about it because your mouth is the one that broke up that friendship. Your words and your negativity caused you. Get mad about it. Yeah, you mad? Yeah, be mad. Okay, be real about it. Be honest with yourself. Take some inventory. Take some inventory and say, you know what? What do I need to change? What adjustments do I need to make in my life to be better? I'm going to be determined to accomplish this goal. So what do I need to do? There's nothing wrong with admitting that you need to make some changes. That's where the real bougie girl comes in. That's where the real, the real woman comes in, and the real man comes in is when you can admit that you need to change, that you need to make some adjustments. Oh, well, that's how I am. I'm 50 years old. Be teachable. You can still change. There's some little things. I'm not saying change your character, change who you are as a person. You are who you are. But there's some little things that can be changed in order to make things easier, to get the things that you need to obtain in your life in order to move forward. And I want to see that for you. So be real about the things that you need to accomplish in your life. Have healthy perspective. When it comes to saving money, you guys, I like to, I'm an emotional spender. I'm y'all pray for me about that. I'm praying about it, that I can stop spending. So I have to be honest with myself. I like to spend money. I like to do things that maybe are not the best thing, health wise. I like to eat sweets at night. Maybe that's not the best thing health wise. I need to start saving money. Be realistic so you can be better. You want to be better, right? If you want to be a professional, if you have to go back and get that certificate, you might be 45 years old, go back and get that certificate, go back to school, do what you need to do, be more professional on your job, show up on time, be nice to your coworkers, right? Be kind to people, be approachable, be the woman or the man that you need to be in order to get where you need to get. If you're just now joining me, I'm talking about being determined on tonight. Giving you some steps on being determined. I'm giving you some tools on being determined. I said, number one, don't get distracted. Let go of the distractions. What is distracting you from accomplishing your goals or realizing those dreams that God has given you? What is stopping you? Get real. Are your goals realistic? And if they're not, make some adjustments so you can accomplish the things that you need to accomplish. Number three, don't stop, don't quit. Don't stop, don't quit. So you don't want to stop, you don't want to quit. Don't stop. Be determined. Get excited about what you're doing. Be consistent. Work every day, even if it's 30 minutes a day. 30 minutes. Hey, Jason, my cousin, I haven't seen you in so long. Thank you so much for joining. Share this out. I'm talking about being determined as we finish in 2020. Be determined. Don't stop. Don't quit. Don't give up on your dreams, your goals, your aspirations. What have you let go of in 2020 because of what's going on? Because maybe of a job loss, some health issues. Pick that thing back up and say, God, you said, you promised, this is what I desire. He said he would give us our heart's desire, you guys. That's what God's word says. We can remind him of what he said to us, even if it was 10 years ago, 5 years ago. I'm still waiting on some things that God has promised me, and I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to quit. I'm going to remain zealous about it, excited about it, encouraged about it. I'm going to encourage myself. I'm not saying that everything's perfect. You're going to have, every day is going to be roses. I've experienced depression. I've had a panic attack during this pandemic. I've had some health issues. I've had a pulmonary embolism. I've had all of these things happen to me, but you know what? I'm still standing. I'm still here with a smile on my face saying, God, thank you. Be thankful. Find something to be grateful about. Find something to be happy about. Find something to be to thank God for each and every day. God can, He will, and He wants to bless you. He wants to do it for you. He wants to see His children blessed. He wants to see His children come out on top. And so do I. And that's why I'm sharing this with you on tonight, because I want to see you come out on top. I want you to be excited. I want you to be consistent. God has not forgotten about you. He wants to bless you. But do you want to be blessed? Like in the word it says, do you want to be whole? Do you want to be healed? Pick up your bed and walk. Pick up that mat and walk. Pick up your dreams and walk. Pick up that journal. Remember what you dreamed about. Remember that plan that you started working on and then you gave up on it. Don't give up. Don't stop. Don't quit. Do what you need to do in order to move forward. Don't let anybody stop you. Don't be distracted. You can't blame anybody else but yourself. I know life happens. I know things happen. Yes, we may have to put it down for a season, but let's pick it back up again. It's time to pick that back up again. Okay. Step number 4, do it with excellence. Everything that you do it with the spirit of excellence. You know, that is something that I always try to strive to do, is be with the spirit of excellence. Whatever I do, I try to do it with excellence. So just as hard as you work on your job for that the owner on your company, work that hard for yourself. Work that hard and put in that spirit of excellence for yourself that you do on the job that's paying you. No, your side hustle is not paying you right now. But if you put in the work that's needed, it will eventually pay off. All hard work will pay off eventually. So don't just throw something together. You know, and some people wonder why is my business not flourishing? Why aren't you open on time? Why are you giving out sloppy products? Why are you halfway doing it? Why are you not putting your best in it? You know, people can tell when something is thrown together. People can tell when you're not putting forth your 100%. And you know as well, you know in your heart what you're doing or what you're not doing. So just as hard as you work for that other person, work that hard for yourself. You know, allow yourself to take the needed breaks that you need to rejuvenate yourself, to revive yourself, to refresh yourself, to get back on track, because sometimes we need breaks to prevent burnout and fatigue, right? So sometimes we need a little R&R, a little vacation, a little me time, you know what I'm saying? A self-care routine on Saturdays, a little bubble bath, whatever, massage, whatever. Take the necessary breaks that are needed in order for you to be re-energized, to get your zeal back, your excitement back, to get that energy flowing again. You might need to go off and get you a little staycation, get you a little hotel room and say, you know what, let me get away from this house with all of this noise, all these people. Let me get out of here just for a day so I can just write out some ideas, so I can write out some plans, so I can pray, go to the mountains, take a drive, whatever you need to do to just, you don't have to spend money. Just take a drive, go to the park, sit by yourself, go get you a drink or from Sonic or something, go get you a smoothie, go get you some ice cream, and just sit in your car and just breathe. Just take a deep breath. Just know that God is in control and that, you know what, whatever He has for you, He has not forgotten about you. Those dreams, those aspirations, those desires that He has for you, He has not forgotten about you. I hope you all, like I said before, are enjoying this as much as I am. If you are enjoying this, say yes in the comments, type yes or A or bougie, type something in the chat if you are enjoying this. Share this out, share this with those who may need some encouragement. I'm talking about being determined. Hey, Lady Sean, thank you so much for joining. Watch the replay. If you're just now watching, I'm about to wrap this up. I'm talking about being determined. And so I'm going to go back through the steps once I'm done. But there's 5 steps I want to share with you on staying determined or on being determined to finish out 2020 well, to finish out 2020 with a bang. Don't give up on your dreams, your hopes, and your desires, because God still has something in store for you. So if you are enjoying this, type it in the chat. Say, yes, I'm enjoying this. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. Whatever. If you're enjoying this, give me a thumbs up, a heart. Let the hearts fly on tonight. Give me some hearts, you guys. Give me some thumbs up. Give me some yellow and black hearts, because, Bougie Girl colors are yellow and black. As you can see, I have on my Bougie Girl shirt tonight. And as you can see, this is our signature shirt. I'm bougie. If you don't have one, go and get one. Go and get one, y'all. I'm going to put the link in the chat again. Go to our Teespring store. Everything on the site is 20% off. We have masks, we have mugs, we have tank tops, we have everything, you guys. So I want y'all to go and purchase something. Thank you for putting the 100 up, Berlinda. I appreciate that. Put your hearts up, y'all. Put the there is the link in the chat. If you are on my I know some of you all are on my personal page. So if you're not on the Bougie Girl page, I put the link in the chat on the Bougie Girl page. So go to our Teespring store. Thank you, sis, Miss Nikki. Thank you, love you. So go and purchase a T-shirt. I'm gonna put the banner up real quick, or the flyer up, because y'all know December is my birthday. So I'm having a cyber pre-birthday sale for all the way up until my birthday, which is December 10th. So everything on the site is 20% off. Use the code 2020 Bougie and you get 20% off your purchase. So go and buy you a mask, or we got the cute little mask that say I'm bougie on it. We got the mugs, we got the t-shirts, we got everything. So everything on the site is 20% off. So go and get you some bougie gear. Be a part of the Bougie Squad. The movement will not be televised, or it is televised, I guess, because I'm on social media. But anyway, also join me Friday for the Queen's panel. It's going down. It's going to be so good. So make sure you guys are watching this Friday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So thank you for putting the hearts up, everybody. Thank you for giving me these hearts. Love y'all. Appreciate it. So let me give you this last tip. Wait for it. Wait. Wait on God, because God's timing is always perfect, everybody. God never fails. He never fails. God is always on time. We must wait well in this season. We must wait well for God to come through. We must wait with a spirit of gladness, a spirit of thanksgiving, a spirit of gratitude. Don't wait with a bad attitude, complaining and murmuring the whole time. That's not waiting well. Have you ever been in the store? Because y'all, I'm gonna be honest, I've been in the grocery store, right? And you in the line, you just complaining like, oh my gosh, it's slow. I may not say it out loud because I don't say it out loud. I say it in my mind. I'm like, oh my gosh. And then you go to another line and they just as slow. And then all of a sudden that line speeds up. Wait well, wait with patience, wait with love, wait with gratitude, wait with a good with gladness. Pray while you're waiting. Make some declarations while you're waiting. I am an overcomer. I am a warrior. I am the head and not the tail. I am above and not beneath. I have innovative ideas. I am blessed. I am healed. I am successful. I am a business owner. Decree and declare what you desire to see, because we speak our life with our words. We speak our life and what we want to see with our words. So when you're speaking negativity, you're speaking death, you're speaking downfall, that's what you're going to see. So you speak what you want to see. Challenge yourself to speak what you want. Be determined to not speak death over your situation. Be determined not to say anything negative. Just have some declarations. That is one of my favorite things to do. Or, say declarations in the morning. I'm reading this book right now by Joel Osteen, and it says, I declare. And it has declarations for 30 days, declaring what you want to see. Challenge yourself to speak positive. If you're used to speaking negative, or you're around negative people, speak positive. Are you going to believe or not? Are you going to believe what God said? Or are you going to just be like, well, it ain't happened yet? Don't give up. Just like Sarah in the Bible, right? She didn't have that child, baby. She was 70 and she got pregnant. she kind of laughed. She had that little nervous giggle, like, God. And we do that. Let's be honest. When God be like, okay, I'm getting ready to do this. You're like, okay, I'm like 45, 50 years old. I am not going to get married again. And you kind of laugh it off like, But God wants you to trust him. God wants you to believe those dreams and those desires that you once had. He wants to bless you. He wants to do it for you. He wants to make it happen for you. He wants to come. God want to come through for us, y'all. Let God come through. Come through for us, Jesus. Do it, Lord. That's what I like to say. I'm like, come through then. If that's what you want to do, let's go. Come through, Lord. So we have to trust God and know that He wants to come through for us. Know that He wants to bless us. Know that He wants to be there for us. Know that He wants to love on us, knowing that He wants to just take care of His people. But we have to be determined, like I said. So I'm going to go through these points um, one more time. So if you're writing it down, if you're not, or if you just want to remember it, don't get distracted. Don't let whatever's going around you distract you. I know, like I said before, I think I have a little ADHD, a little adult ADHD, so I get easily distracted, but get back on track. Notice you're being distracted and say, let me get back on track. Let me get back to what I need to be getting back to. Get real. Do you have realistic expectations? Are you, setting your goals realistically? Don't say I want to lose 50 pounds in 1 month or I'm going to finish my degree in 1 year. Maybe it is realistic and maybe it's not. Set realistic expectations for your goals and what you plan on doing. Do the research that you need in order to, sometimes things happen overnight, sometimes they don't. But if it doesn't, don't give up. Don't stop, don't quit. Don't stop, don't quit. Keep going, keep going, keep going. That's all I can say. Don't give up on your dreams, your goals, and your desires. Number 4, do it with excellence. Do everything that you do with excellence. Don't take any shortcuts. Don't do anything haphazardly or halfway. Do it with excellence. Do everything that you do with excellence. And number 5, wait for it. Wait on God. Wait well. Be prayerful in your mind, your heart, your spirit. Trust God that He wants to do it for you. And I'm so grateful that God said, if He said it, it's yours. If God said it, it's yours. So believe that on tonight, y'all. If God said it, it is yours. I am super thankful for everyone who has been on here. And if this word has blessed you at all, subscribe to our Bougie Girl Cyber Happy Hour channel on YouTube. And also, if you want to sow a seed into this platform, I'm trying to grow this platform. Follow this page, share it out. There's some amazing things that God is using me in this season to do. Like I said, next year I'm going to be doing some amazing things and bringing some webinars, bringing some counseling, group counseling, some individual counseling. If you need some individual counseling, if you want to be a part of our group counseling, I have a group counseling session coming up in 2021. If you want to be a part of that, it's a private group counseling. It will not be on Facebook. It's going to be private on Zoom for those who register. So if you want to sow anything into what I'm doing to try to build this platform, if there's a topic you want me to discuss, let me know. If there's somebody that you want to recommend for me to interview on Her Story on Fridays, let me know, because again, God has allowed me to meet some amazing and dynamic women through this platform that I am able to speak with and share their stories. So if you have not watched any of the Her Stories, go back and watch them, because we've interviewed women. They talked about domestic violence and abuse. They've talked about their stories as ministers and women who have written books and women who have done some amazing things, in this world, and they are writing books. They have conferences going on, and I love to celebrate other women. So if there's somebody that you think I should speak with, let me know. Tell them to reach out to me, or I will reach out to them. But and also the holidays are here. I got the bougie candles, y'all. They smell good. You can inbox me again or send me an email at this email address. I'm bougie.girl@gmail.com. The candles for the holidays, they are amazing. I have Black Pearl and Sweet Life. They are the bomb. And some of you all on here have ordered some. So tell everybody in the chat how they smell. They smell good. Y'all be honest, they smell good. I'm not just saying that. They smell the bomb. So order you some candles, get you some bougie gear, support the platform. I'm so grateful for those who are on here with me tonight. Like I said, here's one of the t-shirts I have on. So I have a long sleeve shirt under it, but there are women's cut, women's fit. I'm bougie. I'm bold. I'm one of a kind. I'm unbothered. I'm God's girl. I'm intentional, and I'm elegant. Y'all, Bougie Squad, thank you so much for joining me on tonight. Super grateful that God has allowed me the opportunity to be here one more day. I hope you all had a blessed Thanksgiving. I hope you all enjoyed this word. I love y'all. Have a blessed night. And I will be back here on Wednesday for Word Wednesday. I have a word for you guys. It's just a quick 30-minute word, something to encourage you all on Wednesday. So every Wednesday, Word Wednesday. Love you guys. Have a blessed night. Rest well. Be encouraged. Thank you for watching.